Peace to the gods, welcome back. So today I want to talk a little bit about genetics. I want to talk about BBB, also known as the blood-brain barrier. And I want to talk about this in regards to how women, how we are naturally monogamous, and how studying genetics, which is also studying thyself, knowing thyself, we can clearly see that sleeping with multiple men has effect on the brain, has effect on a lot of things overall, because the womb is a portal. So for women, we are structured, women and men, we are definitely structured differently. When we have intercourse as women, our BBB is structured differently. Our BBB allows higher levels of oxytocin and vasopressin, which is bonding chemicals, to cross and to lock into the brain after sexual contact, which makes a lot of sense. That's why after a lot of the times after we as women, have sex with men, we feel a lot more attached to the man. We feel bonded a lot more. So knowing this, knowing that, we release a lot of oxytocin and vasopressin, which are bonding chemicals, we as women, we naturally bond deeply, like with one man on a neurological and a genetic level. Our brain literally programs itself as a seed bearer because our reproductive system is making a long-term genetic investment. Naturally, as women, innately, we are seed bearers innately. So once semen enters the womb, DNA fragments and hormonal signatures can pass through in and into our bloodstream, crossing our BBB and imprinting us neurologically with that man's genetic signature. We are literally sharing genes. And this is why women are monogamous by nature. Our system is designed to attach to one genetic imprint, just one genetic imprint, for security, stability, and offspring survival. Now let's get into why men are naturally polygamous. Again, we are different. We are wired differently genetically, neurologically, biologically. We are just different. So the male's BBB operates differently. The bonding chemicals don't imprint in the same way. His oxytocin response is weaker and more situational, while his testosterone is driven dopamine system pushes him towards novelty and multiple mates. Hint, be fruitful and multiply. He's just wired to spread his seed. Genetically, man's investment in reproduction is minimal. One ejaculation versus 9 months of woman's carrying. His biological imperative is to spread his seed widely to ensure lineage survives. To ensure his lineage survives. We are wired to ensure that we bear seed. Men are wired to ensure that their lineage survives. So for men, their BBB doesn't bind him to one woman. Instead, his genetic system is geared toward expansion. He doesn't chemically lock in the same way women does after sex. Again, look into it deeper. We're talking about genetics now. You can't really argue genetics because, like I said, this is just, it just is what it is. It's our biology. It's how we're just naturally wired, and we are naturally wired differently. So the absolute genetic truth. Women are monogamous by BBB and genetic design. We chemically imprint with one man through sex. Our brain and blood record his DNA and lock in. Men are polygamous by BBB and genetic design. His brain doesn't imprint the same way. Instead, his genetics push him toward multiple women to ensure survival of his bloodline. This is not social conditioning. This is not preference. This is not just my personal opinion. This is rooted in biology, neurology, as well as genetics. So, overall, the woman's blood-brain barrier is designed to receive, to bond, and to keep. The man's blood-brain barrier is designed to release, to spread, and to expand. That is the genetic truth behind why women are naturally monogamous and men are naturally polygamous. And one thing I just wanted to go in before I end my video is that knowing that as women and knowing that we are receivers and we are taking on so much energy from the masculine that we are in contact with, imagine psychologically, neurologically, with sleeping with multiple men, especially in short periods of time, what that does to you. Like, we carry that man with us for the rest of our lives, even after we have children. So every partner that you have as a woman, fragments, like genetic fragments, cross into your brain, which mean multiple men's DNA can live inside of you, neurologically, in your blood, as well as your womb. And this can create a energetic and genetic confusion, leaving your brain and body holding conflicting imprints, making you confused. And spiritually, this can show up as mood swings, scattered emotions, difficulty bonding with just one man because your system is kind of split between many energies, many souls now. You have a lower ability to receive full protection, guidance, and imprint from a divine true mate. So biologically, ow, an ant just bit me. So biologically, sleeping with multiple men, it can influence immune responses, fertility, and even how offspring develop, because traces of a past man's DNA can influence future pregnancies. So the truth is, one man equals one imprint. Our body, your brain, and being in sync to his frequency and DNA. Multiple men equals multiple imprints. Your system gets mixed signals spiritually and genetically, making it harder to fully align and bond. This is why women are designed by nature to be monogamous, not out of social rules, but because her BBB, brain and womb, literally lock onto one man's essence. You don't want multiple men's essence on you. You just want one man's DNA, genetic makeup. That's it. So, yes, women carry men's DNA after sex, and multiple partners equals multiple imprints in the brain as well as the body. Women, we are monogamous by nature. You can say that you're polyandrous all you want and you want multiple husbands and you're having sex and taking on multiple energies. But regardless, genetically, biologically, it's messing with your brain. It's creating a lot of confusion, a lot of mood swings. It's messing with your future offspring as well. Like, it's a direct connection from your brain to your womb. You have to be careful. We are supposed to be with one man. We are made to only imprint and have one man's imprint on us, one man's genetic code. That is it, to have children with just one man. Genetically, biologically, that's how it's supposed to be. But like I said, look deeper into genetics. Been studying genetics. Genetics is part of knowing thyself. We can't know thyself without knowing our genetics, without knowing, about melanin. Like, tap in. I love myself.